Hi everyone, my name is Ron Guth, and I'm the Executive Director of the Numismatic Literary Guild. Welcome to the 2020 NLG Awards Ceremony. For over 50 years, the NLG has been recognizing numismatic writers and rewarding their accomplishments with these annual awards. This year is no exception, except for the fact that we could not have our annual meeting at the Pittsburgh A&A Convention because of the COVID pandemic. Instead of sending out a list of the winners by email, which would have been a very easy thing to do, we wanted to do something a little more special for our writers and the people who submitted their entries for the competitions. We arranged with Charles Morgan of Coin Week to do this video presentation that you are watching right now. I have to say that I'm a little excited. I'm as excited as you are because I have not yet seen the list of the winners, so you and I are going to be seeing and learning who they are for the first time together. Community is very important right now, and this technology is a great way to get the information out to you and to other people. Coin Week has a very large audience, and we expect this presentation to be seen by more people than ever before in the NLG's history. Before we get to the award ceremony, I'd like to thank a few people. First, David Lange, who you'll be hearing from a little bit later in this video. A few years ago, David took over the job of the NLG Awards Coordinator, and he has done a fabulous job of corralling submissions, getting them to the judges, and tabulating the results. So thank you, Dave, and to the judges who carefully examined and reviewed the many submissions. Thanks also to our outgoing board of directors, who include David Alexander, Maurice Rosen, Mike Fulgence, Charles Morgan, and John Albanese / Don Perlman. Don took over the remainder of John's term late last year. It's been an honor and a pleasure to have served with these gentlemen who have done a tremendous job of steering the NLG ship during some obviously difficult times. Replacing these brave souls are 5 new directors who were recently elected in a contested election, which in my memory is the first that the NLG has ever had. These members include Michael Shutterly, Robert Fritsch, Mel Wax, Doug Winter, and Don Perlman. I look forward to working with the new board and taking the NLG to new heights over the coming 2 years. If you are a numismatic writer, I invite you to join the Numismatic Literary Guild by visiting www.nlgonline.org or clicking on the link below. Now it's time to turn the proceedings over to our Master of Ceremonies, Charles Morgan of Coin Week. Thank you to all of you who submitted entries, and I wish you all the best of luck. May the best writers win. Now, take it away, Charles.
Hi everybody, my name is Charles Morgan and welcome to the 2020 Numismatic Literary Guild Award Ceremony. We will be broadcasting this virtually this year over our YouTube channel on coinweek.com. We would like to thank Mike Fulgence for sponsoring this award ceremony and for our other partners in the industry who help make the Numismatic Literary Guild possible. Normally, we would give these awards in person. Each award winner would receive a plaque prepared by the Numismatic Literary Guild, and we would have our ceremony in conjunction with the A&A's World Fair of Money. But as we're doing it remotely this year, none of our award winners have been apprised of their winnings. They'll find out in real time, just as you will, as we present our ceremony. Each of the category winners in tonight's awards will have bested their peers and colleagues in very fierce competition. But before we announce our winners, I'd like to throw it over to David Lange, our awards coordinator, as he describes the process.
Greetings. Well, a funny thing happened on the way to Pittsburgh, and we find ourselves meeting instead at home or our offices, wherever we may be, anywhere but together, which is what we would like to be. But we will make the best of it, as we have all year long. It's been a difficult year for everyone, and it's also been quite challenging to organize the ANLG's literary competition, but I'm pleased to say that the end result is a success. A number of people had quite challenging procedures for getting their entries to us. Both publishers and authors found that it was very difficult to obtain printed copies of their products. A lot of companies and printers and institutions were all on lockdown. So this year we got a greater number than ever of electronic submissions, many of which I spent hours printing so that our judges would have something a little more tangible to work with. But the good news is that by extending the deadlines, we did get all of our entries, and we had a really wonderful turnout despite all of these difficulties. I'm particularly pleased to reveal how many entries we received in our newest competition, still photography. A great number of both publishers and individuals submitted photographs to us, and the quality was simply outstanding. The judges told me that it was perhaps the most difficult category to judge. It's like receiving dozens of Proof 70 Ultra cameos and being asked to decide which of them is the best. But it was really worthwhile, and I hope to have a good turnout for that in all of the categories again in the future. We did have a few categories, as we've had the last 2 or 3 years, that had no entries, or in some instances just a single entry. For next year, I'll be getting together with our judges and with the board to consider the possibility of some consolidations, perhaps even some eliminations. As we all know, media is changing, the nature of publishing is changing, and we have to keep current on these things. So I'm keeping good records of what's entered and what, and where we're headed with all of this. Speaking of our judges, we had really excellent team this year, all very professionals, all long-term NLG members. I particularly want to thank our judges, Maurice Rosen, Tom Delory, and Bob Julian. They did a wonderful job. They hurled many questions at me, so I know that they were really thinking very, very carefully about these things, and there were some quite close calls that were difficult to make a final winner, but we managed to do it. I think it was a very good program this year. I don't want to take too much of your time because I know everybody's eager to get to the winners. I'm not going to give you any spoilers on that. So I will just wish you all well. I hope to see many of you next year in person at ChicagoMont. Take care to all.
And without any further ado, let's get into this year's winners. In the category Best Specialized Books, United States or Early American Coins, the winner is Winston Zach for Bad Metal, Copper, and Nickel Circulating Contemporary Counterfeit United States Coins. Best Specialized Book in the category of Ancient and Medieval Coins pre-1500, the winner is Peter van Alphen and Uta Wartenberg for White Gold Studies in Early Electrum Coinage. Best Specialized Book in the field of world coins 1500 to date. The winner is Charles Morgan and Hubert Walker for 100 Greatest Modern World Coins. In the category of Best Specialized Books, United States Paper Money, the winner is Dennis Schaffleutzel and Tom Carson for Tennessee Obsolete Paper Money 1800 to 1959. In the category of Best Specialized Books, Tokens and Medals, the winner is Michael Ross for Jacques Wiener's Most Remarkable Edifices of Europe. For Best Specialized Books in Numismatic History or Personalities, the winner is Roger W. Burdett, Girl on the Silver Dollar. And the 2020 Numismatic Literary Guild Award for the Book of the Year is Darrell J. Hayner, United States Classic Gold Coins of 1834 to 1839. The judges view Hayner's work as an important entry and standard reference for this overlooked yet important classic U.S. gold series. The 2020 Numismatic Literary Guild Awards for Numismatic Feature Articles. In the category of Early American Coins, the winner is Christopher McDowell and Julia Casey for The Authentic Fugio Restrike Dies, published in the Journal of Early American Numismatics. Best Numismatic Feature Article in the category of U.S. Coins, 1792 to date, goes to Tom DeLaury and Dan Owens for Not a Ghost of a Chance, published in The Numismatist. The Numismatic Feature Article Award for Ancient and Medieval Coins Struck Before 1500 goes to Thomas A. Palmer from The Sublime to the Ridiculous, published in The Numismatist. The Numismatic Feature Articles Award for World Coins 1500 to date goes to Leanna Spurrier for Japanese Bar Money, published on coinweek.com. The Numismatic Feature Article Award for U.S. Paper Money goes to Jim Wells for Mind Your Business, published in The Numismatist. The Numismatic Feature Article Award for Tokens and Medals goes to David Shankman for Numismatics of the Civil War Era, published in the Civil War Token Journal. The Numismatic Feature Article Award for Numismatic Investment or Marketplace goes to Steve Roach for Evaluating Quality, published in Coin World. The Numismatic Literary Guild Award for Numismatic Feature Articles on the subject of numismatic history or personalities goes to Q. David Bowers for John J. Ford, A Life and Three Portraits, published in the Journal of Early American Numismatics. And the Numismatic Feature Article James L. Miller Memorial Award for the Article or Story of the Year goes to Christopher McDowell and Julia Casey for The Authentic Fugio Restrike Dies, published in the Journal of Early American Numismatics. In the category of numismatic columns on early American coins, the NLG Award winner for 2020 is Ray Williams for Early American Money, published in The Numismatist. Best Numismatic Column for U.S. Coins 1792 to date goes to David W. Lange for USA Coin Album. The Numismatic Column Award for Ancient or Medieval Coins pre-1500 goes to NGC Ancients, published in the NGC E-News. Numismatic Column Award for World Coins 1500 to date goes to Peter Anthony for Chinese Coins, published in NGC E-News. The 2020 Numismatic Literary Guild Award for Numismatic Columns on Paper Money goes to Wendell Wolka for Paper Money, published in The Numismatist. The Numismatic Column Award for Tokens and Medals goes to David Shankman for Tokens and Medals, published in The Numismatist. The Numismatic Column Award for Numismatic Investment or Marketplace goes to Steve Roach, Coin Values Market Analysis, published in Coin World. And the Ed Ryder Memorial Award for Best Column in a Numismatic Publication goes to David Shankman for Tokens and Medals, published in The Numismatist. There are 4 categories for the 2020 NLG Awards for periodicals. The first one goes to the Best Investment Newsletter, which goes to Liberty's Outlook, published by Patrick A. Heller. In the category of Best Professional Periodical, the NLG Award goes to Coin Age Magazine, Antoinette Ron, editor. For Best Club or Not-for-Profit Periodical with a large circulation, The award goes to The Numismatist, Barbara Gregory, editor. For Best Club or Not-for-Profit Periodical with a small circulation, the award goes to The Gobrecht Journal, Bill Bugert, editor. In the category of websites, Best Dealer or Industry Website, the 2020 Numismatic Literary Guild Award goes to Stax Bowers. In the category of Best Non-Trade Website, the award goes to the Newman Numismatic Portal. In the category of Best Numismatic Social Media Platform or Coin Collector Forum, the award goes to Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. And Best Blog, the NLG award goes to Scott Barman for the Coin Collector's blog. Moving on, we have the highly competitive categories for auctions or fixed price catalogs. The best U.S. coin auction catalog this year goes to Heritage Auctions for Fun Platinum Night. For Best World Coin Auction Catalog, the award goes to Heritage Auctions, New York International Platinum Night. In the category of Best Paper Money Auction Catalog, the award goes to Stax Bowers for the D. Brent Pogue Collection, Part 6. In the category of Best Book or Exonumia Auction Catalog, the award goes to Stax Bowers for the John W. Adams Collection. In the NLG category for Audiovisuals Radio Programs, the award goes to Patrick A. Heller for Things You Know That Aren't So, broadcast on 1320 WILS. For Audiovisual Audio Program, the 2020 NLG Award goes to the Coin World Podcast, hosted by Jeff Stark and Chris Bullfinch. In the category of Short Video, Commercial or Non-Commercial, the award goes to Leanna Spurrier, Getting to Know Eric P. Newman, published by the Newman Numismatic Portal. In the category of Still Photography, the 2020 NLG Award goes to Philip Arnold. And closing out the category with Software or App, the award goes to Heritage Live. And we close out our presentation tonight with 3 special awards. The first one is the Lee Martin Founders Award for Best All-Around Portfolio. And the winner is Steve Roach. For these final 2 categories, it's customary at an NLG event that the recipients of these awards would come to the podium and make a few comments, tell a few jokes. Unfortunately, due to our current travel and social restrictions, that's not possible this year. But as the MC of the program, I wanted to point out that the recipients of both the Ribbit and the Clemmy Awards have done a great deal of service to the numismatic hobby, both in their professional lives and in the time they give once they're off the clock. The award for the Ribbit goes to Jeff Garrett, a writer whose work regularly appears online on both NGC and Coin Week. Jeff has recently taken over as the editor of the Red Book after the retirement of Ken Brissett, and is one of the hobby's great showmen and storytellers. Jeff was the president of the ANA during a critical time in the association's life and continues to give back to the hobby through his philanthropy with the Smithsonian Institution's National Numismatic Collection and in his many works which oftentimes he doesn't get enough credit for. So on behalf of the NLG, we'd like to congratulate Jeff Garrett for being this year's recipient of the Ribbit. And our final award of the evening is the Clemmy. The Clemmy is the highest honor that the NLG bestows annually at our NLG Bash. It is a recognition of writing skill, dedication to numismatics, sense of humor, and a dedication to the Numismatic Literary Guild and its mission to support and promote good numismatic writing, research, and promotion. Nominations are submitted by members of the board to the previous year's winner, who gets to make the final choice. Shown here, the original Clemmy was a 90-pound gold-plated typewriter, which was donated to the organization by Gordon Green. The typewriter was retired in 1974 and placed in the A&A Museum in Colorado Springs. The list of CLEMY Award winners reads like a who's who in numismatic research and literature. It is our Hall of Fame. I will read each of the winners starting in 1968 to 2019, and then at the end of this presentation, we will reveal this year's winner. Clement Bailey, Ed Rochette, Lee Martin, Margot Russell, Virginia Culver, Maurice Gould, Eva Adams, Ray Byrne, Chet Krause, Dick Yeoman, Lee Hewitt, Abe Kossoff, Glenn Smedley, Arlie Slaybaugh, Eric Newman, Ken Brissett, Don Perlman, Walter Breen, Ed Ryder, David Alexander, James Miller, Q. David Bowers, David Gantz, Cliff Mishler, R.W. Julian, Russ Rulau, Elvira Klein Stefanelli, Beth Deischer, Colonel Bill Murray, Alan Herbert, Burnett Anderson, Tom DeLory, Wendell Wolka, Dave Harper, Scott Travers, Bill Fevas, Neil Schaefer, Fred Schwann, Barbara Gregory, Gene Hessler, Anthony Swiatek, Maurice Rosen, Paul Whitna, Kay Lenker, Jim Halprin and Steve Ivey, Mike Fulgence, John Albanese, Bill Gibbs, Mark Borkart, Robert Van Ryzen, David Lange, and Doug Winter. This year, we add to this prestigious list the names Lynn Augsburger and Joel Oros. Lynn and Joel are numismatic researchers par excellence, and they are two of the key figures that have worked tirelessly to bring to fruition the Newman Numismatic Portal. The Newman Numismatic Portal is a digital archive of numismatic information, periodicals, auction catalogs, biographies, video, and other multimedia assets. It is a content-rich research tool, and its use in the hobby will bring a new generation of research and writing, and for their work on this and all their many other projects throughout the years, the honor of the Clemmy is bestowed to them by last year's winner, Doug Winter.
In the 30 years since I joined NLG, I've witnessed personally a lot of superb researchers and writers who have been awarded the Clemmy, and never dared to hope that I might be among them. So it is just a tremendous honor to be recognized by peers and people I respect so much in this field to join the ranks of Clemmy winners. Thank you so much.
I appreciate this recognition, and looking at the names of the past award winners, this is quite an honor, and I'm very grateful. It's been great to see the renewed energy in the NLG the last couple of years, and I'm honored to accept the Clemmy this year.
Well, that wraps it up for this year's Numismatic Literary Guild Awards. I'd like to thank everybody for participating. I would like to thank Executive Director Ron Guth for his strong leadership, David Lange for coordinating the awards, the judges, and all those who submitted for this year. If you did not win this year, best of luck as you continue to climb that mountain in attempt to win the 2021 Numismatic Literary Guild Award. I'd like to thank the Clemmy recipients, Lynn Augsburger and Joel Oros, for their outstanding contributions to the field, and I look forward to seeing who they select next year for our coveted CLEMY Award. If you haven't done so already, be sure to check out this year's book winners. You can do so at your favorite numismatic bookseller, and support numismatics by subscribing to magazines, club journals, and by reading websites for your favorite numismatic writers. Content appears there regularly. For the entire staff of the NLG, I'd like to wish you a healthy and safe 2020, and we hope to see you in person in 2021. Good night, everybody.